Muscle Whisperer.
Hello all, this is Earle speaking, and I'm really touched by how proactive the Massage Warehouse is being in terms of making sure that everyone stays and feels that they're part of a bigger group. So instead of sending out an answer to a question, as those who whisper through their muscles, I have decided to record a soundbite. And the question that I want to address is, what advice would you give those in these difficult times, and how can you use your time in a wise way so that you can come back stronger when COVID-19 passes? That's a really useful and critical question, and I want to start out by making clear a quote that I often use, and the quote is, "It's not what we see that is important, but more so what we fail to recognize." And in so doing, it opens up a very important question for us. The government advice around massage and alternative health and our practices is to distance ourselves. This whole idea about keeping a distance from those we treat, from those we love, to ensure that we stem the growth of COVID-19. But what I want to stress is that a distance does not imply a disconnect. So what can we do to stay in touch? Connect in different ways, online. And what I've been doing of late is running webinars, using Facebook and live streams, and telling a story, motivating others, reaching out, touching those who need to be reached the most, telling them their stories, keeping us active. So in times when we are uncertain, when there's a lot of doubt, when the future is not clear, don't let that be the focus. Don't focus on what is wrong, focus on what is right. And all of us within this community of practice have a natural wealth, a natural asset. We all have knowledge, and we all have the ability to generate new knowledge if we connect in different ways. So using your time smartly means reading, means speaking to others through mediums such as Facebook, Twitter, Teams, webinars, learning as a community, seeking out opportunities to discuss issues that impact your practice, picking up a phone, speaking to a person at the end of that phone, using the time in a creative way to develop our skills. So for example, thinking about anatomy. What could I do? Go onto websites. I can certainly speak about the website that Jane Langston and myself run, learnanatomy.uk. We've got a lot of online tools that you can use. Think about how you could revisit aspects of your learning. Think about how you can improve your learning by thinking about how to apply it in a better and stronger way. All in all, at the end of the day, when we look back and we recognize 2020 as a year that was inflicted by hardships, by hard times, we can come out of this and say, we used that time in a smart way to develop ourselves. There are many things we cannot control, but the things we can are our attitudes, our behaviors, our values. And what does that mean? Our attitude towards our study, our profession, our practice. Our behaviors, reaching out, educating, learning with others, learning with and from them. Okay, seek out courses, seek out opportunities to network, seek out times to upgrade your CV, seek out times to write a bit. So there are blogs that you can write, and people become inspired by understanding or listening to the journeys that others travel. We're not in this alone. we're part of a bigger group, and if we could tell our stories and make sure our voices are heard, we'll be able to impact in a positive and proactive way. So my final thought is, just because we have to distance ourselves doesn't mean we need to disconnect. So take that advice, stay connected with yourself, and through yourself and through your aims and through your understanding, connect with those around you. Wishing you a safe journey ahead. Remember, we're a community of creativity, we're a community of thinking forward, we're a community of solving.